Greetings, YouTube. I own cats, or I live with cats, depends how you want to look at it, I guess. We currently have 3 cats. We have Makana, who's 11. We have Moonpie, who is 6, and Cersei, who will be just having turned 1 at the time of you see this video. June 1st is, I'm thinking it's around June 1st, based on what she, when we got her at her age. So sometime in the beginning of the month of June, she was born into this world. And I have had cats since I was 15, I think. My mom and my sister and I had our first cat. I think I got one when we were 15. I was 15. And I have loved living with them ever since. As soon as when I moved out, I got a cat. And I very shortly after that discovered that for me, the balance was 3 cats. I liked having 2 female cats and a male cat. I think that was a nice balance overall. Unfortunately, it hasn't always worked out as well as it could. My current balance of cats is not all that well balanced. Makana is standoffish because he has mental illness problems. He was raised in a house full of cat hoarders. Moonpie is a little standoffish occasionally, and frankly, Cersei can be a bit of an asshole. She's very greedy for attention from both my wife and I, and all 3 of the cats are essentially my wife's. I will get some time with Moonpie, for example. She will let you snorkel her. If she's in a little cat donut, she will just let you walk up and like bury your face in her fur, and she'll just love it. But she won't come and sit with me very often. She'll sit with my wife. Makana will never sit with me. He will sit with my wife rarely, but most of the time that's it. Cersei's the friendliest. She will let me pick her up and carry her around, and when I'm sleeping, she will sometimes sleep on me when she's cold, which is cool because that's what Mandarin used to do, which I really appreciate. Though she doesn't sit on my shoulder anymore. I don't have a familiar like I used to. But one of the things I have never, ever, ever done is allow my cats to be outside. It's not healthy for the cats. Indoor cats have longer, healthier lives. They don't have as many parasites. They don't get as injured. They don't get attacked by other animals or by mischievous, evil humans. They don't get hit by cars. They don't pick up diseases from insects. They just lead better, calmer lives. The same thing is get your animals neutered, because neutered animals live longer, happier lives and are less annoying. Though I had a cat who had been neutered exactly when they were supposed to neuter a cat. I mean, literally, I delivered that cat to the vet exactly when it should be delivered, and he was neutered, but he tried to hump everything for the rest of his day in life. Never could figure out why he did that. He mounted female cats again and again and again, was always very confused once he did it because he didn't quite know why. But he did piss off the female cats again and again and again. But the impact that cats have on the world as predators is the topic of this video, believe it or not. Cats kill things. And most cats aren't ratters. So thinking you're going to have a cat that'll kill rats is a bit of a foolish notion. Rats are big animals for a domestic cat. They are big prey. Now there are domestic cats which are the right size to take on rats. Maine Coon cats are a good example. They're a big cat. And there are some cats out there that just happen to be large in and of themselves. But most cats are not the size to take on a prey animal of that stature. They're going to go after mice and voles and things like that. But they're also more likely to go after birds, because birds are the type of motion and the type of visual cue that they just love as a predator. And do you know how many birds are killed by domestic cats every year? 2.4 billion. And that's with a B as in boy. And these cats aren't killing them for food. They're all well-fed house pets. They're killing them for pleasure. Because cats are predators. And if you don't keep them entertained with toys and things like that and lasers, they're going to find a way to entertain themselves. And if they're outdoors, that entertainment is going to mean killing other animals pointlessly. Wiping out entire species of birds for their own entertainment. This video was prompted by the fact that we have a rabbit living on our property, which is kind of weird because we have like a quarter acre, I think, if that much. And we still have a rabbit, and my wife discovered a dead baby bunny under the ramp we have downstairs from my mother-in-law, and probably killed by a cat, because we have cats in the neighborhood that are allowed to wander around, and we have a couple which I think could be semi-feral. There's one that my wife is actually considering seeing if she can maybe get to some medical attention, because it looks like it may need it. I'm not really looking to take in the fourth cat, particularly one that may have medical problems, but I also don't want an animal to suffer, so I'm not going to say no to her efforts. But I'm also not personally going to go traipse down and catch the thing myself. But that bunny would probably be alive if there weren't bored cats. And the cats in my area are getting enough food. They're just wandering around causing problems because they can. I don't know if you've seen what even the most docile domestic cats can do when they're in a hunt mode. It's terrifying. They're really good at hunting. And if you don't give them something to do and don't keep them properly entertained, they're going to entertain themselves. And again, if they're outside, that's going to mean killing things. We had a cat, the first cat we ever had with my mother and my sister and I, we used to hunt my sister. It didn't hurt my sister, but it would hunt her because it knew that she was afraid of it. And so it would get a rise out of my sister if it like charged her. So I watched this cat hunt my sister again and again and again, cracked me up. And at the time, I had a very, very wide cruel streak and was more than willing to step back and watch this cat hunt my sister because I found it quite entertaining. But yeah, my sister was the prey. She never got hurt, but the cat was still hunting her. If you know anything about cat hunting characteristics, the cat was hunting her. So keep your cats indoors. They'll be happier and healthier, and you will have less of a negative impact on the world because you own that pet. And you will be preventing the deaths of baby bunnies and of birds. And you'll be saving animals that don't need to die just because you want to have a pet, because your pet's bored. So keep your pet inside, keep them entertained, and maybe if you'll get lucky and your pets will hunt one of your siblings.